Konfua! Guests at Närcon 2025 and Vtuber fans the world over. This is Vtuber Valhalla's resident social media manager, Fuwamay desu. And with me today, I have the adorable koi fish VTuber Luxi.
Hi, my name is Lux. I'm your small half koi here to fulfill your wishes and make you happy. I'm a self-taught artist and I do a lot of VTuber art and streaming myself.
I was like, koi fish ?
Yeah, I'm a half koi, so I'm half human, half koi, but then there's also more lore things in there.
Okay, なるほどね. Because, obviously with the detailing and whatnot in your model, I was just like, koi fish, right? But I wasn't really sure.
I'm glad you saw it, because a lot of people, they'll see me be blue and they're like, what are you?
Really? I mean, it's kind of obvious when you have the detailing and the fins and the scales and stuff. Eh?
I do sometimes wonder if things would have been different if I went for a white and orange color scheme like everyone else. But honestly, I just really like blue.
That's fair. Blue is a lovely color. Especially the shade of blue that your hair is. I like it.
Thank you. I have so many different blues in my outfit. It's crazy.
So Lux, when you get rated, for example, do you have any sort of self-introduction, or was it the thingy that you basically said?
It was pretty much just that.
Yeah. It was that. Okay. I think it was a very good and cohesive little introduction. Gives you a good idea of what it is that you do and what you
I've been working hard on it.
It takes a lot of polishing and working on it.
It does.
Yeah.
I used to make a lot of more videos for myself, I guess, to send to places, right? And then in those, I'd be like, okay, I need something quick. I need something concise. Who am I? And then it just happened.
So who are you? What are you?
So basically, to go into the background and everything, I started as just, your average half koi living in a forest in a little pond. And I decided capitalism exists, so I need to make money somehow. So I ended up starting a little wishing pond where people could come, throw in their coins, and then, get their wishes fulfilled. But it wasn't quite real. I don't actually have any magical powers. Oh. So it was just empty promises. I didn't know what to do with my future. I was just kind of lost and floating. So I was like, okay, if I take people's wishes and then I try them out myself, I have ideas. And it didn't really work out until I met one person that really wanted to just be happy and become a VTuber. So I decided, you know what? Maybe I should just try that and make people happy. And then a magical girl transformation happened, and now I guess I'm a magical girl koi. So now, anytime someone comes to my pond and they throw in a coin, they become a tiny little round fish, and I call them seafood. And they basically embody the wishes of my viewers.
なるほど. So wait, do you turn people into seafood?
It's more so their wish materializes into a star, and that becomes a seafood. So it's it's just the wish. It's separate from the person, but it's it's a fish.
Oh, okay. I've seen your little seafood mascots around actually, and I think they are adorable. You're gonna have to show them off.
Oh yeah, I have so many of them. Hold on, where do I have my body pillow? I have a body pillow full of fish. Hold on.
You do?
Yeah. So these are all customized ones. So every single seafood on here is a specific wish of a person.
That's really cute. Do you have drawing streams?
Little guys.
Tiny little guys.
I do. I wish I had more drawing streams. Honestly, I mostly just do gaming, but then I try to sneak in art in a
in a not so sneaky way.
Yeah, I do every type of art kind of. So I do illustrations like my little fish guys. But I also do I do pixel art, I do 2D models, I do just 2D illustrations, I do chibi, I do emotes, I do graphic design, I do rigging, I do 3D. I'm kind of everywhere. She
does everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah, I was told, hey, do you want to do art? And I'm like, which one? And they're
which
yeah.
one?
I'm like, okay, bet.
Do you take commissions as well?
Generally, yes. I'm currently on a little bit of a break because I have a tiny bit of backlog.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I even have VTuber children.
You do? Oh my god! Wow, sugoi! She's a mama!
So, I'm a mama! Basically, I have a 2D child who's a vampire baby princess, and she's so cute. And I love her a lot. And then I have a 3D child who I just made the 3D model for, who's a VHS tape. And I love them both a lot.
Wait.
She's like a program inside of a VHS tape. Yeah. And that gained internet access, and now she's streaming to the internet.
Oh no. I was kind of just like, one of your VTuber children is a VHS tape? How does it, Like, is it a VHS tape with a face?
Cooking.
Or
no. She looks like a girl. She's just like the data of one. But yeah. But I do have one cooking, and I'm really excited for it.
Ooh, can't wait to see. What type of streaming is it that you generally do? You mentioned that you do a lot of games. What kind of games?
Kind of like any games. I kind of play a lot of different ones. I don't like being tied down to like one thing. I know you're supposed to have like your niche and do like one thing over and over if it works, right? But I like just bouncing off of things. I played Souls games, I played platformers, I played 2D, 3D, literally anything if I feel like it.
Fair enough.
I'm mostly like the only thing that is only my like private indulgence, I guess, is I just do MMOs in my private time because they take too much effort.
Yeah, that's fair. So much grinding and so much time being spent. Which MMOs though?
My favorite MMO is Final Fantasy 14. I'm a retired raider. I did raiding content in like I did week 1 Savage for a while, and I also did hardcore raiding, and I did 4 ultimates.
Holy shit, she a gamer, everyone! Oh my god! Will you teach me your ways, Sensei?
I could. I mean, I don't know that much. I'm just a little healer main. But if you take damage to like avoidable AoEs, I will let you die as a. I can't speak.
You know, you know what? Yeah. I'm also generally a healer main in Final Fantasy 14. But I do also try to do other stuff.
Yeah, I mostly play Scholar. I like my funny little book fairy.
Okay. I barely ever do Scholar, even though I've like max leveled it.
No, that's so fair. I kind of just like, at this point, I haven't played it in a while, so now I'm just paying rent.
Yeah, I get literally paying rent to Yoshi. Yeah, you have a house?
I have 2 houses.
2? You have 2? Girl,
I have my own free company, so I have a medium house for that, and then I have my own private small.
You have your own FC that you're the only member?
I'm not the only member.
No, okay.
But, you know.
But the house is for you.
Yeah.
なるほど.
I played a couple different ones though when I grew up. So like, my first ever video game was an MMO technically.
Oh, really?
When I was like 5 years old, my first game was Toontown Online, which was an MMO that was run by Disney at the time.
Okay. Toontown Online.
You play like these silly little cartoon animals, and then there's like robots that you attack with clown gags.
Oh my god,
it's pretty good.
I see Goofy in there. It's very goofy looking. Huh.
And then I never actually really played World of Warcraft, but growing up I played Guild Wars 2 and Fiesta Online.
なるほどね. So you've been a long time gamer, I see. Ever since you were a small fish.
I grew up with games. And then at some point I started like being more inside because the outside world is scary. And then I just played Minecraft all day.
Fair enough. What's your favorite aspect of Minecraft then? The building, the exploring?
Yeah, mostly just exploring and building. I'm not too big on killing the Ender Dragon. I don't know. It's just like, I'm good. I'll have my 1 week Minecraft kick where I'm like, I want to build a mansion. Then I build half of it and then I stop playing.
So real for that though, honestly. Occasionally you just have that 1 week of Minecraft addiction and you just like go crazy and then you drop it for like a year.
Yep, pretty much.
It's a seasonal thing.
It's like one hyperfixation, yeah.
So if we want to catch you live by the way, Lux, where can we find you and when?
I stream on Twitch. I do want to at some point try YouTube more, but I've been neglecting it a little bit. I'm sorry. But I stream Monday and Wednesday to Saturday. So 5 times a week at 8 p.m. Central European time on twitch.tv/Luxi. With 2 S. People like to forget my second S in my username, but it's Lux She.
Yeah.
So remember that.
Make sure to remember that if you check her out, which you should. How long is that you've been streaming then?
So I started in October 2021. Back then, I had a little debut that I actually sadly lost all recordings of because I didn't know how to save a VOD. But back then, I started completely self-made because I didn't have any funds to get literally anything. So I was like, ooh, let me just make like a Vroid model. And then, it was very accessible and everything was free. And then I kind of just like worked my way up from there.
なるほど. Okay. I feel like that a lot of people start out with Vroid.
It's good because it's free. And I feel like Vroids are as good as you make them to be. Like it's literally so much that you can customize. People just need to put in the effort and it's gonna, look as great as they can make it.
This is valid. Yeah. How did you end up getting into VTubing then?
Okay. So, even prior to VTubing, I always really liked having like a fishy personality, like making OCs, and I did art back then too, just like not as at the level that I do it now. Obviously I worked my way up, but I was like, ooh, I love having OCs. I love having characters to identify myself with. And then I saw Hololive's Myth Wave debut, the first English wave.
Yeah.
And I saw Gura, and I'm like, wait a second. I don't have to make OCs. I can be my fish OC. All right.
Crazy.
And that's when I started having that's when I started having my first ideas of like Lux. And I put her on like really shitty paper that I used in school at the time. And that design kind of like carried through. And then I ended up, starting.
And we're happy that you did.
Yeah, I love VTubers.
Same. I think we all do. And that's why we're here, right?
Yeah, I think so. I always thought that it was like, the standard for everyone to love VTubers if they do VTubing. But I think everyone's stance on it is very different.
That's fair, actually. But I do think that most people definitely do it because they love VTubers and VTubing.
But that's why I think it's so much more important to be so loud about what you like, Because the louder you are, the more people hear you.
This is true. So as a VTuber, and especially as a self-made one, what are your future goals and dreams for the future? Things that you want to get done in your career?
Right. So because I started like getting really into 3D over the last 2 years, I really want to be involved in like some sort of 3D content. Like, those like live concerts or literally anything like that. I think that's so impressive. I love the idea of mocap. It's so cool.
I know, right?
If anything, it would be so sick if one day I could like either help behind the scenes of making one like happen and producing it, or even like being able to get mocap myself.
It would be fun.
But that'd be so cool. Yeah. I really want to work hard so that I can, like express myself and like show people how much I can do. So that one day I can stand proudly next to the creators that I've been like watching and looking up to for years. That'd be cool. Yeah. In general, there's so many VTubers and I really want to get to more know of them. And I want to like make more friends and talk to people and jump over my shadow because I'm scared of people. And I also, most importantly, want to make people happy. Like, both the people that watch me, my community, and myself. I want to make people happy.
That is important. Especially the making yourself happy.
Yeah.
You kind of already mentioned it, I suppose. You've always had you've been into the fishy sonas and whatnot. But what was the inspiration for this one then?
This specifically right now is my 2.0. So it's like the, like ascended, upgraded version or whatever. Specifically just design-wise, I had inspiration from like certain magical girls and idols. Because like I love all things like sparkly and pretty and nice. And I really like the amount of stage presence idols have. Like I think that shit's so cool. And Specifically design-wise, back then when I was designing it, I was really into Oshinoko, the anime. Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite character is Ruby from it, Ruby Hoshino. So I even have like a toggle to get like the star eyes.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that.
But then I also really enjoyed the idea of being a magical girl. So I was thinking about like Madoka Magica because I love the dress designs. I love like poofy dresses with like lots of petticoats and stuff. So that was like a big factor for the dress design in the end. And then also Kokomi from Genshin Impact. I really liked her when she released because like she's a fish character and she's so cute. So,
she's very pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a little bit of design choices that came from an anime called Sugar Apple Fairy Tale, where I really liked how they drew eyes. They were so goopy and big, and yeah, that's all that like went into it. And in general, my lore is literally it's inspired by how I feel in real life. Because I feel like I'm probably not the only one with this, but it's really hard to find like what you want to do in life. Like, what am I gonna work my entire life? What am I really interested in? And that's hard.
Yeah.
So I struggled a lot with mental health myself, and I still do. So I kind of, figured that if I know how hard it is, I want to at least be able to make days easier for people, like for others. And that's how like the whole happy part came.
Be a healing presence.
Yeah. That's what I want to do every single day. I just want to like make people have a positive experience. Because there's so many things that are sad and going wrong in the world. That is just, I want to be able to give like just a tiny bit of like an oasis where you can just not think about it.
I respect that. And that is really good. Especially if you want to be an idol and be like a magical healing presence.
Yeah.
Idols are all about the wish fulfillment.
Yeah. I do think like one day I want to be able to have the same presence as an idol. Because I feel like even if they're like the shortest person in the room, they have so much energy that it's like it makes you want to look at them.
This is true.
That's how I want to manifest. I want to be able to have people like want to look my way and then, get happy.
The charisma. The riz, if you will.
Yes.
Exactly. We're also going to be, both of us, participating in a little panel at Närcon, right? Yeah. Do we want to talk about that a tiny little bit, maybe? We actually had a little meeting about it earlier today.
It was kind of cool. I haven't done group projects ever since school, and that's so many years ago by now. So getting to work together on a PowerPoint is so cool. Everyone in the panel that's involved, they're all amazing artists, and I feel very lucky that I get to be, standing next to them and present such a cool topic with them. Because, like, I love VTubing, and anytime someone asks me how a certain thing works, I do my best to take time out of my day and explain it to them. Because, I think I'm a type of person, like, I don't like gatekeeping too much. I just want to be able to share all the knowledge I have if I can. And make lots of little baby VTubers make themselves, like, that's so cool.
I mean, you're already a VTuber mama, which is way more than some of us.
Yeah, the thing in general is, obviously, I started at a time where VTubing was already, like, almost past the curve. I think in 2021 is when there were so many VTubers that people started to talk about, oh, it's so oversaturated now, there's too many. But, like, I love that there's so many different VTubers.
The huge variety is really fun.
Yeah, and I think it also encourages creativity, and I think that's great.
Absolutely. So, Lux, it's been a little bit of us talking and getting to know each other, and I'm really happy that I got to pick your brain and hear your thoughts and feelings about certain things. You can definitely feel all of the enthusiasm and love for VTubing and arts coming through the screen that you feel. It's been a pleasure getting to know you, and I think that everyone watching can also agree on that. Wink!
It's just spread art, spread creativity. If you don't have a creative outlet yet, there's so many. Like, genuinely, there's people who do music, and whether that is just singing, instruments, literally anything that goes into like music production, there's so many things you can do. With art, there's so many mediums, even the smallest things. And here's a little tidbit that I thought was really cool. Someone close to me like got into Warhammer after never having done art. And it's like, you build your little figures and you paint them. And I think that's so cool because that's just the gateway drug into more art.
Yes, this is true. People who do Warhammer figure painting and whatnot are insane. Like the level of detail
crazy.
Is absolutely bonkers to me. And like seeing all of their painting techniques and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, bro, you're an artist. Like,
yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
Thank you so much, Lux, for taking the time to do this little interview and talking to me. And letting us get to know you better. It's been a pleasure. Lux is super duper sweet and talented, as you can probably tell. She made all of her own models, after all. Like, come on. That's cool.
To be fair, I didn't rig this one, but I drew it.
It is still.
Credit where credit is due.
Mm-hmm. Who rigged your model then?
Toxic Nika. They're really cool.
But at the very least you drew it.
Yes. I did. I do have self-rigged models, but they're a little more scrungly.
Scrungly is cute though. That's also charming.
But yeah, thank you. Thank you for letting me be part of this. I think what Vtuber Valhalla is doing is really cool, and I feel very lucky that I get to be involved, especially in such early stages. I feel like nowadays you just see like finished products, right? But I saw you guys like build up from the ground, and that's so inspiring.
Wow. Yeah, it's been a labor of love every single step of the way, that's for sure. And I think that we are all just kind of amazed over how far we've gotten, and the fact that, you know, the trajectory is still looking so positive, and we're kind of just like, holy shit, what, huh? How did this happen, you know? So I'm really excited.
So cool.
It'll be exciting to see how things end up panning out at Närcon proper, and we will go from there.
Yeah. I hope no one, you know, like melts in the heat, because that's...
Oh, don't worry, people will. It happens every single year, especially the cosplayers. There are people in like full bodysuits cosplay, fursuits, armor, and in like 30-degree heat. It's crazy.
I used to do cosplay, especially like I used to do like cosplay meetups in public and stuff.
Oh,
and
really?
I understand how warm those get.
Yeah.
And sometimes you really prioritize looking really pretty over, you know, being appropriate for the weather.
Yep. So everyone at Närcon, make sure to stay hydrated. Make sure to go inside and stay in the shade as much as possible. Because Lord knows, you're probably not actually going to listen to this advice. And make sure to eat as well. For Christ's sake, kids, eat something. Do you have any sort of parting words for the people watching, Lux?
Make sure that you are the change you want to see. If you think people are too negative on the internet, start being positive. Obviously, the loudest people are always going to be the people you notice. But that just means you should scream positive things louder.
I love that. That's a really lovely message. If you want more of this kind of energy, make sure to check out Lux G on her social media and on her streams. She is a delight. それじゃあ
Thank you.
Have
a good day.
Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.